beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know
the pool house is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
I'm sorry, but don't you guys find it kind of creepy that a 40-year-old man
To me, it's funny. He's a YouTuber. He wears a Dr. Doom mask to interview Tommy.
In all of their videos because they're afraid to show their pale white face. I don't know. That seems a little suspicious to me.
Yeah. Let me get Max in here. Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. Oh, no. I should never have allowed it to happen. I'm already regretting it. No,
especially some dude just wearing a mask all the time screaming at the camera.
Mad Max is here. Never thought I'd see you in my chat. Great costume drawing. Thanks.
Rich, long time. Please take off your shirt and show us some saggy melon.
Yeah!
And please, with some Finnegan Fox enthusiasm,
Yes!
show us on the floor. Oh, God, I see what you did there. You son. I like saggy melons.
Oh, there you go.
But, like, it
just... Hard at work. This is hard at work.
Messed up now.
Your boss? Saggy, hold on. Go get your boss. Go get your boss.
At work.
I need your clout.
Chase it off of me, bro.
I need your clout. Oh, wow.
I'm at work. You see, I'm working. I'm trying to
get
end
ready.
The night.
Get ready for the
live now while I'm trying to get my job
There's a
done.
reason for that. Get ready for the cancellation live in person.
Get ready for the cancellation. Yeah, you already get canceled. You already know.
Mom!
Yes, honey?
It happened again!
Did you have your mask on?
I always have my mask on.
Oh, I'm not on.
I already told you. I was watching your other stream. You're like, I hope someone shows up. Listen, I'm backing down. I don't have. I can't take the melons.
You don't want this. You don't want
no,
this. You don't.
I don't know.
You don't.
I know you're stocking shelves. Oh wow, you're
smoke. You do not want to mess with.
See, the accusations were false. Someone said you're doing a lot of texting network. And she's stalking.
Doing a text at work, damn right, because this is my job.
No,
my job while we're talking. So
you know what
multitasking.
You know what the reality is? She was texting watching YouTube, and then she's like, "I'm going live. I better stock shelves."
Guest Tommy Telleriso.
Telleriso. Oh my God! All right. Restart the stream. Restart. Nice chatting with you. I'll see you guys later.
Jeremy, I just reached 5K. Well, congratulations. Oh, thank you. It really doesn't matter. While you're here, if you'd like to consider memberships, it's only 99 cents.
Rip away, my friend. Rip away.
Because, man!
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, 9 people. I shouldn't be streaming tonight or this morning. The shit has hit the fan in my personal life. I think I am doing the best I can under the circumstances. I can't sleep. Listen. I was at my parents'. Things are not going well. And then I canceled my streams for tonight. I got cleaned up, took care of everything, straightened up. And I can't go over there now because my parents are sleeping, but I'm going in the morning. And I just can't sleep. Tomorrow's going to be rough. I don't foresee myself streaming tomorrow, though. Once I get there. Basically, my father is positive for COVID. But I mean, and I know people, lots of families have dealt with this, but he has a lot. My parents, I do a lot for my parents. My mother still has not neither one of them has set foot in a store since the pandemic started. My mother has a lot of autoimmune diseases where she's extremely high risk. So this week's going to be rough. I'm not doing this for sympathy. I just can't sleep. I used to go to a therapist. I am on medicine more regularly. I used to go to a therapist, and I don't. This is kind of my my outlet. Talk to you guys, or you viewers, people that come on the show, are my friends for real. Like, I talk to you more besides my family. I talk to you guys more than anyone, more than my coworkers at work. You know, yes. And I want to get there early to see how he's doing now that he's definitely positive. And then I asked my mom, I'm like, and we'll get to some fun. We'll get to some reacting. This stream is going to be all over the place because I honestly don't have that much prepared. I do want to have a laugh. This was not my greatest thumbnail. But I took the inspiration. I like the white noise comment that I had from a friend. I'm not going to say which friend. The white noise, a white noise reaction. And I do think people have TDS on both sides. The narrative has changed on Hot D. Now they were using it to attack Rings of Power, but that has changed as of today. At least I think it has. Now, I might collect another L. I got an L for my last reaction to Jeremy, and this isn't all going to be a reaction. This is going to be movie talk too. Whatever you guys want to talk about in the chat. Well, yeah, I don't know how I don't know what's going to happen with this work week, because I talked to my mother. I called her right before the stream, and I'm like, well, if Dad is not breathing right because of all his other health issues, I'm taking him right to the hospital in the morning. And she's like, well, they don't really keep you like they used to for COVID. They don't. And I'm like, I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention. I know at the beginning they kept you for a while, but I don't know what the procedure is. Maybe they're better. They handle things better than they used. I just don't know. But I have to get there early in the morning, see how he's doing. I have to go get them supplies. I have to clean up as much as I can. Unfortunately, I do think my mother has it too. And I don't want to put that on her prematurely, but she started getting headaches and she's been starting coughing. And man, does it work fast, because I was just there and she seemed okay. She just started like one cough. She's like, I'm starting to get a headache. And then when I called her before the stream, she coughed at least like 10 times. And so potentially, since I work from home, maybe I could set up work at their house and work from their computer and take care of them and let my job know. Hopefully. Hopefully it's not the worst of it and things are better now when people get it. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to the news like I used to on this. So tomorrow's going to be a busy day and I can't sleep. I tried to get to sleep early. I'm just like, I can't. Like, I gotta have an outlet. This channel is my outlet too, talking to you all. I was trying not to. But you guys are my friends. Let me see. Well, I don't want to put that on it really doesn't. Honestly, Anthony, it doesn't matter. Things happen regardless. Honestly, I'm not going to blame other people for it. It just probably happened. I will tell you what, I've been so careful around them for so long. I know it wasn't me. I don't know what happened, but The other thing that's like weird, that's concerning is he's supposed to start dialysis soon for his kidneys. He has trouble breathing as well. He was okay enough to get the vaccine though, so hopefully his won't be that bad. You know, if what they say is accurate, like if you're vaccinated and you get it, it's not as bad as it was if you wasn't. I don't know. But tomorrow and the rest of the week are going to be very interesting, and I just need like an outlet to shoot the shit for a little bit and see if that helps you get to sleep. I haven't been able to focus on like, I was trying to relax, watch TV or play a game. Just haven't been able to focus. Let me see. Rhea is here. Figure drawing. Potentially, there might still be streams on this channel if people are up for it, but I don't want to put pressure on anyone else either. We'll see what happens. I will give you updates when I can. I still might stream occasionally when I get it. It's because it's an outlet. It's like where I don't know if I'm going to go to work this week. I don't know what's going to happen. I hope I can manage it myself. My mother's trying to tell me, if I have it, you got to stay at home. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not staying at home. I'm all up to date on my shots because I go over and help you guys. You're not staying here alone, because if you do end up in the hospital, I want to spend as much time with if you can, just in case. Not that, and I don't like talking like that to my mother, but there's no way I'm not going over there. There's no way. I'm going straight in the morning, see what we could get done, try to keep it clean, try to keep them separate. She's going to take the test tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry for your loss, Anthony. Oh, I read it wrong. Whoa, my apologies. Sorry, brother. I misread that. Okay, that's good. That's good. Sorry. I'm slightly dyslexic too. I know that's come up on I've had I've dealt it with all my life. So when I misread things, it's not always because I'm not trying to pay attention. Things get jumbled for me. So I misread that. I apologize. All right. So what's happening with this? I can use a laugh. I can actually use a laugh. I'm sorry for your loss, Jeffrey. Very sorry for your loss, man. You're a good person. I'm really sorry for your loss. Yeah, it's a rough world out there. Okay. Oh yeah. I had to call off work the first time. And the second time I took a day off. But what's happening here is they were using House of the Dragon to attack Rings of Power. House of the Dragon is destroying Rings of Power. Destroying Rings of Power. And now I think this is what happened is one of the creators did an interview and said one of the characters, Allison, would be a Trump supporter in an interview. And I just have to see this reaction. Maybe it will cheer me up. Here's the image. I could have done better. I just used what was on my desktop, and I need to clear my desktop. So Hot D destroys the Rings of Power. They're using it to attack. But when do they change the narrative? Trump is mentioned in an interview. So I have to see this, and I'm going to show you where where Jeremy is saying that House of the Dragons is moving the needle. So here's the first one. Let me back up a little bit. So this specific video is Rings of Power embarrassed by House of the Dragon. So this was last week. They flip-flop so much. All right, let me Let me play this. I was sorry. I was reading a chat.
In whatever way you can market, that's fine. I can make my YouTube channel sound like the most impactful YouTube channel on the platform if I'm taking certain numbers and presenting them in different ways. House of Dragon clearly is just pushing the needle big time. Rings of Power is obviously being discussed in a large way, but I feel like it's being discussed primarily on one side, which is people that don't like it, generally speaking.
Okay.
25 million global. Just that bad, not just from trolls, but from the overwhelming, like everybody that's watching it. Or
all right. So that's the first video. That was just a clip. I also got to share this to you. This is hilarious. Maybe I should have reacted to this. I just saw this on Twitter. This is really funny. So this is Ryan Kinnell. This is from Fandom Menace L's, and it says, "Bro actually fell for a fan-made account. LMAO. You can't make this stuff up. That stuff that he has in the thumbnail, don't like, don't watch, sorry, incels. She-Hulk attacks fans." So they fell for a fan-made account. So that's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. All right. Let's share the video because I have to see this. Maybe a good laugh will get, I'll be able to get to sleep easy after this. His arms are wide open when he's like, he's ready for this hot take. I'm very interested to see. I don't want to take an L on this one. It says House of the Dragon. Allison would be a Trump supporter, says showrunners. Allison's a cool character. Why is he upset with that? What did they say something negative or just said she would be a Trump supporter? I don't know. This is going to be fun, everyone. This will brighten my night a little bit. All right. Let's I also was thinking about another topic. You know how they always say male feminists are cringe? What's the equivalent to, a feminist on the male side, a masculinist? And then what would be a woman that goes overboard defending men? A woman masculinist? Because I've seen this phenomenon and it's freaking cringe. It's freaking cringe to go overboard that men are being attacked. And I just think it's like hypocritical. If you know how they say nothing's more cringe than a male chauvinist or masculinist. Okay, male chauvinist. Female male chauvinist then? I don't know how that would work. I don't know the correct terminology, but I think you've all found this phenomenon that some of these women go way overboard defending male personalities on the internet and in culture. Have you witnessed this yourselves? Fandom Menace L's? You know what I'm talking about? And I just don't think it is potentially in every situation. It's subjective. I don't think it's organic. I think it's for potential reasons. Let me see. He is never going to make a video about me. Never. Reyes says, I think the point they were trying to make is that she follows the status quo. Men's right activist. Male feminist. Well, what about a female that overly defends men? Though, what's the equivalent there? What do you call her? Yes, I am streaming. I need, men's right. I don't know, but I just know there's some cringe out there. I was going to actually, Melanie Mac Go Boom. I had a video of hers up where she's really defending men against She-Hulk. It was kind of cringe. I'm not going to react to it. I changed my mind, but let's watch this. Yeah. Okay.
Of course they went down this road, because why would you just take full advantage of all of the positivity that House of the Dragon has?
There is cringe on both sides. There's a film that Gina Carano is in called what is it called? Hunter Biden? I don't know what it's called. I forget what it's called. Kolik? Oh, god damn it. Rhea, I can't speak this tonight. Kolik, they're referred to as a pick-me. May help to Urban Dictionary. Yes. A pick-me girl? I've heard that before. A female men activist, LOL. Colloquial. I know what the word is, I just can't say it. God damn it. I've heard the pick me girl thing before. I've heard that. Okay.
Had from the online film discussion, TV discussion, reviews, ratings, even people here on YouTube, generally speaking, have been very positive. Everything seems to be going in the right direction for House.
Oh, also, who knows? I may have to take some of this week unpaid. I did order my mic before all this shit went down today. A new mic, and I'm gonna wrap. This is the last stream with this mic, I think. I'm gonna wrap it up and send it to the post office tomorrow. I got the Amazon return label, but it might. Does this sound good without my mask on? Maybe it sounds good. Maybe my problem's my mask. Yes. Allison is more. Hey, please smash the hell out of the like button. Come on, everyone. And I do hope everyone's being. Listen, I'm not isolated to have dealing with shit. People are dealing with things all over the world right now. We really are. And my heart goes out to everyone dealing with stuff. I know there's a lot of hurricanes out there too. People have been dealing with that. I hope everyone stays safe. Yes, illness still gets around, and people just, I feel bad for, people that do have, there's a lot of caregivers out there too. I'm a caregiver. I have to, and I, take care of my parents. And I'm kind of in that mode where I'm antsy too, to like go do stuff to try to help. Like I can't even though I was just there, I'm like, now that it's confirmed, because basically I helped out, talked to my mom, calmed her down, went to get his medicine, and then dropped it off. And then we agreed that we had to test him one more time. And then when I got home, we got the results of the test. And as I've been speaking with her overnight, I hear she's getting, I can hear it in her voice. And I'm like, oh, I got to get over there in the morning. It does sound better. It's my mask. Well, I already... What do I do? I can't stream without my mask. Oh, boy. It's my mask that's the problem. Oh, no. What do I do? Oh, no. I mean, we've been doing this for years. He's going to be dead. Well, they were... Phantom Menace L's, you were covering that they were like saying, oh, House of Dragons is like killing it. This is going to change. Although they're covering... It's interesting they see him cover this, but he completely avoided the boys' conversation. All right, let's hear what else he has to say.
Of the Dragon. So now it's time to bring Orange Man Bad into the equation. Of course they did this. Now, full disclosure, I haven't seen anything but the first two episodes of House of the Dragon.
I see this man laughing at Biden all day long. So it goes both ways, I could laugh at Biden too. I saw him fall off the bike. Can I be real? I'm not against Trump or anything. I'm not for him. I don't, I really believe that people like memes this much. This man has so many memes about him, and his followers embrace it. And you know what? That Dark Brandon meme, even though other people on the other side say it's cringe, it's starting to help him. It's a weird thing. Internet culture and memes. I'm sorry. I'm not getting into politics. Hi, Hominis Nocturna. I'm just saying it's very interesting how much memes are important to your popularity. Really. Stay here, Ominous. Stay here. Oh no, you already left. You have a joke for me? Okay. All right, let's get to more of this.
I didn't find it to be overly entertaining at all, and I just checked out. Didn't really care to watch it anymore, but many of my fellow content creators have very much been enjoying this show, and everything backs that up in terms of the ratings.
How could you? I'm sorry. I know it's subjective, but how can you say I checked out of House of Dragons? You know? It wasn't for me. It's so interesting. I understand Rings of Power, and I like Rings of Power, you know? Let me see here. I went to the library and asked for a book on Pavlov's dog and Schrodinger's cat. The librarian said it rang a bell, but she didn't know if it was there or not. Good one, figure drawing. Good one. Keely Chow is here. And let me get to Fandom NSLs. It's a show about the shifting power dynamics of the political hierarchy and this media illiterate. Wow. Tell us how you really feel, Fandom NSLs. And this media illiterate clown is shocked that there's a Trump allegory. I worry about these people's ability to process media. LMAO. Good point. Good point. Joe Biden crawled so dark Brandon could walk slowly. You still haven't watched Rings of Power, you know? I checked out and then I watched it again. Hey, you want to join me, Matt? I can use if you're not streaming, I could use a friend popping in. I just can't get to sleep, man. I can't get to sleep. Not yet, at least. This week is going to be crazy. I hope we all make it okay, you know? I'll send you a link in case you could pop in for a few minutes. I did, you know, when I got home, I did everything I needed to do, and I'm restless. I'm restless. Hey, Tony. Hey, Tony. Yeah, please smash the like button for this weird live stream. Weird live stream. Thank you, Rhea. I appreciate it. We were planning to do Mario Kart, Mario Party, and everything tonight. I had to cancel it all. I wouldn't be able to play a game right now. I can't play a game. Hey, Matt.
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh man, craziness.
It's like 1 o'clock in the morning your time. Why are you awake?
Well, I can't get to sleep.
Oh, I mean, there's drugs for that.
I know. I'm antsy. I'm like hyper.
Yeah.
Well, you know, my parents aren't doing well, and I was over there, and they tested my dad earlier before I got there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think you guys did this right. Let's test them again. And he's not acting right mentally too, so that makes everything worse, you know.
No, I completely understand, dude.
And then I went to go get his medicine, dropped it off, and we took the test again. And I was riding home, and then I got a message: he's positive. And then while I was there, you know, my mother is extremely high risk because of her autoimmune disease.
Yeah.
She's like, I got a headache. I'm like, Mom, I think you might have it. And then she coughed once when I was there. And then I'm going back in the morning. She said, if I have it, you don't come over. I'm like, there's no way. This is the reason I take care of you guys. I'm vaccinated. If I get it, it's going to be safer than you two. Someone's got to take care of you.
I mean, and you're vaxxed, right? So
yeah. I got all. Yeah. I'm up to date on the booster too. I had it like the last one I had was like 3 or 4 months ago.
Okay.
So yes, positive. Definitely him. I think she has it too. And then I was like, well, what can we do? And as I called her, I could hear her coughing more and more. So I think she's got it. But I'm like, well, what can we do, Mom? Can I go over? Because my dad's also got breathing problems, kidney failure. I want to get him to the hospital. And she's like, they don't really keep you like they used to. I don't know. Do they keep you if you're high risk and have it?
I mean, hospital. Well, I mean, at the beginning of the pandemic, that was kind of the problem because, they were running out of hospital beds, especially in metropolitan areas. I mean, Biden just the other day basically declared that it's kind of like, like he says that the pandemic is over, but we still have to deal with COVID. So I would say that's most likely that a lot of people are not in the hospital. Let me take a look at like nationwide COVID deaths, because like that would tell us something nationwide.
So I'm going over there to clean up as much as I can, get supplies, get Jello and soup and stuff for them.
Yeah.
And then
So-
if I have to, I could probably reach out to my work and work from my mother's office and take care of them. And then like, unless they need admitted, and then we'll have to deal with that.
Yeah. So it says here that we have a daily average of 356 deaths per day, which is a little bit on an uptick, but still it's still low, like very low. We saw a bit of a spike in the summer, but May was the lowest it had been until now. And then hospitalizations are about, what'd they say, like 5,000, 3,000 a day, I think, 3,900 a day for hospitalizations, but that's also on a downward tick. So it's downward trend. So I would probably argue that, you should be okay, but still take it easy. Obviously, if you're boosted and you're vaxxed, it should be okay. Like,
yeah,
I'm paranoid because we just took my kids back to school this week, and they got their first shot of the vaccine last week, and my daughter does not want to do it again. Do you, kiddo? You don't want to do it again, do you? Yeah, she's in here with me. So
I'm just trying to stay pot. But do you get antsy and you can't sleep, and like I couldn't play games. I was trying to relax, couldn't watch TV, and I was just like, I'll just talk to my friends a little bit.
I
have a weird stream.
I've had nights like that. Oftentimes recently it's been, I nap a lot. Right. So it's kind of, if I get a free chance to take a nap for an hour in the afternoon, I'll do that. And then, cause I usually go out driving, and then I do a late stream, and that's kind of what I'm doing today. But yeah, no, I'll be like that, man. I'm a night owl by trade. I've always been a night owl,
can't help it. I can't, and I'm just like I can't go over right now because they're sleeping, and I want to see how, sometimes too, when someone's sick, you want to see how they do in the morning. Like I'm preparing to, if he's very bad, because he's also got breathing problems.
Yeah.
To get him right to the hospital, and then I got to make sure she's okay. Take her test tomorrow, and then go get them some supplies and clean up. And I'm the only one that's going to be able to go over there. So. My sister has COVID too, so she can't go over to help.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's still prevalent. It's still there. It's just not as like bad as it was, which is good. But you still have to be careful. It's like going into the flu season.
Well,
anyway.
before we were sure my father, he was acting weird, but he was coughing all over the place. And I always have my mask on when I'm there because they're such high risk. So I'm just like, so I think I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm just careful. I think. You never know, but I'll just try to be extra careful. Gloves, spray stuff down, get them what they need.
Yeah, no, that's really all you got to do is just do that. And you'll be okay. I think that's kind of the factor with a lot of people, is just kind of doing that. Sorry, I'm looking at my 4-year-old is hanging out in here with me, and so okay, she's chilling. I'm on daddy duty right now, but it's okay. You got your blanket, you got your tablet, you have the chair, you're good. You're good. Well, no, we have this like her grandmother bought this kind of like one of those chairs that folds out into like a bed. Yes, and you have your fidget popper. So go play with your fidget popper.
Yeah, they have a square.
Yeah, they have. Yes, we saw a lot. Yes, Maddie. Yes, Maddie. Shh, Daddy's on the thing. Go watch your. Yeah, we were looking on Amazon today for these things. They have like keyboard fidget poppers. They've got like Pokemon shaped ones, Mickey Mouse shaped ones, all completely not licensed, by the way. And so we got her one. Yeah, today that came in. We ordered it, came in the mail. It's this bigger one, and so she likes it. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I don't know. Okay,
Very cute.
She's just like, I like it. She can pop it. It's okay. At least she's not watching her tablet, so I'm kind of happy with that. But nah, it's man, I'll tell you this though, dude. Like, I've been I was watching some video reviews tonight as I was driving around, because I tell you, like, I'm tired of Twitter. I'm so tired of like the negative Nancys, man. Like, this is where I'm at right now when it comes to like the Lord of the Rings discourse. Is I just tell everyone who's being super critical of the show, I'm like, bad take.
Oh yeah. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I can't hear your opinion's just shit. I'm tired of shit opinions on the internet.
Well,
if you want to hide behind these opinions, like, people don't know how to enjoy anything anymore. Nobody.
Well, yeah. So it's like one of my friends, these guys, they have a channel. They just hit 100,000 subs here. Good for them, and I really like them. But like, I've noticed that they kind of ran Fandom Menace adjacent when it came to, not even adjacent. They've gone to like Vegas and done Star Trek stuff where like Gary and Jeremy have been there and they know all those guys and everything else. And they started like hanging out with other people who do a lot of the negative stuff. And then ever since then, I kind of like, I don't want to say tuned out of their content, but like, cause they, I'm not into like Star Trek, so I don't really watch Star Trek videos, but they started talking about like Stargate, and I like Stargate. So they started talking about Stargate. I'm like, okay, cool. And I watched one of their videos, and the videos are fantastic. They're really well made. But then I listened to the dialogue about how they started, like, in this video about Stargate, because Amazon now owns Stargate after buying MGM.
Yeah. I used to watch SG1.
Yeah, they're just like, well, I mean, they need something, but they got to do better than Lord of the Rings because that show is terrible. And I'm just like,
I would love to. I mean, is the rest of the world acting like this, or just in the States that there's like, oh, people hate Rings of Power? Because Tolkien is a worldwide property. Like, there's other people in other countries that love
I don't
it,
know
right?
what the numbers are. They haven't.
Right.
House of the Dragon has been keeping up a little bit with. More of the numbers have been coming out about House of the Dragon, and they're saying now, at least one article that I read the other day had said that they've got like 29 million people watching an episode per episode. So at first it was like, 10.9 million people, which was insane. That was huge for HBO. And then now it's up to like 29 million people. I haven't dove into the article. I've only seen the headlines, and I'm just like, I need to look into it, because I'm like, okay, are they taking into account piracy? Because piracy is a big factor. Piracy is usually about the same amount of live viewers. Yeah. And so, like, is piracy a factor? Is like, is it just HBO is it HBO Max versus HBO linear? Like, what is it? So there's a lot going on there with that stuff. But Amazon released the first little bit saying 25 million people watched the first couple episodes of the show, and then they've been quiet since then. And this has led some people to make the argument, oh, the show is garbage, it's crap, and everyone's just stopped watching it. Whereas like H-Barts and I are like in the DMs going like, oh, dude, did you watch the episode yet? Like, holy crap, it's so good. And like trying to have a positive conversation about it. Whereas like I just go on Twitter, and it's like a mutual friend, I won't say who, but a mutual friend was out there today, like just going, oh, $500 million and this looks like shit. Right. And I'm just like, because they found
people
a crowd
just say this stuff. People just say everything looks like shit. Oh, this is horrible. This is bargain CGI. They say about Avatar, and that's just not accurate.
Well, they said, the thing with this though is it was crowd. It was a crowd. They found replicated people, because if you've ever watched how they do crowd recreations in shows and movies, it is always like that. It is like no different.
The Wookiees in Attack of the Clones, or
they always reuse assets, because you're not really paying attention to that. Yes, it is Treybone, goddamn right. And what cracks me up though is like I'm watching what, Madison? Maddie, I'm talking.
It's a completely sane person on the internet, Maddie.
Yeah, no, I'm talking to a friend of mine. It's my friend Max. You've heard me talk about Max before.
Hey, Maddie.
Okay, she's
enjoy your fidget something.
She's making her bed.
Good,
okay.
Good girl.
Okay, thank you. She's got my level of OCD for like no wrinkles. But anyway, the thing with this is like, looking at the show is it's still a show. So I did the math on this, right, Max? Because what it is everyone focuses on that $1 billion number.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, it's $1 billion. How can it look like this? And it's like, okay, so it was $250 million to secure the rights. So that's part of that budget. And then everyone's like, oh, but they said the first season cost like $456 million. The first season would have cost that much money because that's them building the sets and getting all the stuff ready. That's going to carry them through the rest of the show. Because if you start looking at it, they've also said 50 episodes is what they're going to do. So take 750 million, divide it by 50, you get 20. So if each episode costs about $20 million, by the way, so does House of the Dragon, is an estimated $20 million budget.
Okay.
The Mandalorian, first season, 15 million. Now it's upwards of 20 to 25 million per episode. And so you can see that these shows, like, go back to the first season of Game of Thrones that had an estimated budget of 60 million, and that was 10 episodes. But here, and if you watch Lord of the Rings of Power, you can see that money is on the screen. You can really see that money is on the screen. And so it's that whole notion of just like, it's disingenuous arguments is what I keep seeing, It's all just disingenuous, whether people are just not paying attention or they're being willfully obtuse. And I can't quite tell always what it is. Like Angry Joe is out there like, it's so bad.
Oh, yeah, I saw you.
It's so bad. I'm like, well, then stop watching it because we don't need low IQ takes.
Well, that's all. That's all that's popular on YouTube. Like these same people talk about failing upwards. There's never a more better example of that than movie talk YouTubers. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I know, man.
There's way more that deserve their position in the entertainment industry than movie talk YouTubers really fail upwards and get participation trophies. They don't really add anything much intellectual to the conversation.
No, well, sorry, I'm gonna have to keep it down for a second because my daughter went out to go to the bathroom but left the door open. Yeah, you're right. And part of that, though, Max, is that these people have absolutely no experience working on any of this stuff. Mm-hmm. And that is a big factor. That's a huge factor with this. So it's like, would you go to a car mechanic who has absolutely no experience working on a car and be like, fix my radiator? Mm-hmm. Or hell, change my brakes? You wouldn't. Would you go to a restaurant that has a person that has never cooked food before?
Right.
There's a reason why we go to subject matter experts when it comes to this kind of stuff. And the problem, though, is that critique and opinion are oftentimes mixed together. You can critique the hell out of Lord of the Rings of Power. You really can. There is stuff in every episode that I've seen that's like, oof, that's not the best, right? However, but when you look at it as a whole, I'm excited to watch the Rings of Power. I'm excited for the character interactions. I'm excited for the set pieces. I'm excited for the visuals. There's a lot that has me coming back for more. Like the other night, I'm like, okay, I can watch the last episode of Andor, or I can watch Rings of Power. And I was like, dude, Rings of Power. Even though it was like 2:00 in the morning and I should have gone to bed, I'm like, I got to watch it. Like that is the kind of show that pulls you in like that. When a show like that can pull you in where it's 2 a.m, you got to go to sleep, but you're still going to watch it. That's how you know that you're watching something really good. Now, Andor is also that good, by the way. Like, oh yeah, God, Andor is amazing.
Once Skarsgård got there, and then the lady was from Harry Potter. Their scenes were really great acting. Some of the best acting I've seen in Star Wars. Like the way they were, interacting with each other.
Oh yeah. Well, Fiona Shaw is a good actress, and Diego Luna I think Bix is really good. The girl who plays Bix is really good. Yeah. The scene with her, and like, I don't want to spoil what happened, but you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. That was like, I was like, damn, they actually went there. Holy shit.
Yes.
And then and then they left it there, and they let you kind of like just deal with it, and you're like, all right. I'm so excited for more. Like, holy shit. This is like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love Mandalorian. I can't wait for Mando. Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan. I enjoyed those shows immensely. They had their faults, like deep rooted faults. But at the end of it, I go to Andor, and I'm like, dude, like the setting and the soundtrack and the cinematography and the acting and the writing, it's firing on all cylinders.
Yeah. I'm very happy. What's funny now is you know that we were using Hot D to attack Rings of Power. Did you that's what I was interested to see.
Wait, are they calling it Hot D?
Well, no, they weren't saying that. But I just said House of Dragon. I called it Hot.
Dude, that's actually a really great nickname for you. Watching Hot D?
Yeah.
What is that? You know, that's good.
But now one of the showrunners said Allison would be a Trump supporter, so he is this. That's what I was reacting to.
Oh my god!
I want to hear why should they say she would. Why would you think that the showrunner?
I have only seen the first episode of the show, so I don't know why Allison would be a Trump.
Oh,
supporter.
you haven't seen that? Okay.
But I mean.
Oh, hey, Brian Landis. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
figure drawing.
I'll wait to finish that till you go later. Then.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I can take off if you want. That's
no.
fine.
I want you to be here. I'm enjoying conversation. I was just like, of course he's going to change now. Now that they said that, now see how long he keeps up the attack on House of Dragons. Now,
well, if they have
showrunner, just because the showrunner said Allison would be a Trump supporter.
The thing is, you have to realize is that they don't actually believe what they say, and I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people recognize that. I do. I think a lot of people recognize that they don't believe what they say, but there's enough confirmation bias that they stick around.
Mm-hmm. I found what you were talking about. Let me bring that up here. See, yes, this is lame. I'm not going to say this is great, but it's only if you're really looking for it.
Well, okay, with Monkey here, I'm sorry, Monkey. These people aren't fans. I think that's the best way to look at that. These people are not fans. They're anti-fans, if anything. It's at this point, when you go into something willfully wanting to hate it, and then everyone is surprised, like in the case of House of the Dragon, they had this massive just attack on it for weeks, months leading up to it, you know, and then the show comes out and they're like, oh, it's actually not that bad, right? Remember how they attacked Gina Carano's Cara Dune in episode 4 of season 1 of Mando? And then as soon as she confirmed their bias, they're like, oh no, she's great.
I kind of want to do what happened to Gina. You know how they do what happened to this actor? What happened to Gina Carano?
Yeah.
She hasn't come back through Twitter, right?
No, she is. Well, she has me blocked, so I have no way of knowing if she's back or not.
I'm gonna check. But this is the image that's been going around.
Yeah. But here, scroll down to on the responses there. Somebody actually points out. Not that one. It's
this one?
No. It's someone points out the oh god, where is that at? It's a Gladiator. They mentioned Gladiator, like how Gladiator won all these awards. There we go, like right there. Mm-hmm. Gladiator was nominated in 36 individual ceremonies, including 73rd Oscars and Golden Globes. It won 5 awards, and there's a lot of problems with the show, right? And that's true because there's all these problems that happen. In these movies all the time, but then someone's like, yeah, but then $500 million budget, and it's like it doesn't have $500 million budget per episode.
This is pretty common. I mean, I don't like to see it either. I'm not thrilled by it, but I'm just like, was that what you're paying attention? Hey, I'm straight. I'm doing a late night stream. I'm gonna go to bed after this. She's like, I thought you canceled your streams. I did cancel, and then I can't. I'm like restless. Sorry. she gave the check on me.
Well, that's good. She cares.
Yeah. Yes, it is good. She cares. I didn't mean to say it like that. Sorry. I sound like a douche. Yes.
Oh my God.
Thank you, wife. I appreciate you caring. Yes. I just can't. I can't get to sleep yet. I don't know. I'm trying.
It gets difficult. I've also noticed that in some aspects, the older you get, it gets a little tough at times. You know, like have you gotten to the point where you start, having to get up in the middle of the night to take a leak?
Oh yeah.
Like
yes.
Like I just make sure I go before I go to bed. I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Well, I want to check on Gina Carano here real quick just to see. Not to mock her or anything, but is she back? What happened? My Son Hunter, is that the name of the?
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet. I have my copy. I just haven't watched it. I just don't care. I'm just like, whatever.
No, I don't think she's not back. Oh boy. It's not as simple as that, Monkey Jeebus, though. It's not. It's just not. Oh, they just hate it. No. I should.
I think a lot of
Tomorrow's gonna be a
people.
busy day.
Are you filling water or are you getting a drink?
Me?
Are you having a beer?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was my wife. She's gonna drink.
Oh, okay. I just heard like something pour and then a can go down. I'm like,
oh yeah, she's having a drink. I'm not drinking it because the way we've been mixing them now, put Mountain Dew, and I'm trying to get to sleep. Even though that maybe I'll just have a little alcohol straight vodka.
You want fucking straight vodka?
Not a lot. Not a lot. Did you hear her?
I heard her from that. Yeah.
Just
without
the caffeine.
You shots in Mountain Dew, and you're like, wow, that's so strong. You're gonna take straight vodka.
Oh, see, now listen. Don't make fun of me on my own show, please.
No, please do. Please absolutely make fun of him on his own show.
I want to see this.
No, you want to see? Now she's gonna hit me when I'm on stream.
Yeah, come on. You want to drink it straight? Do it.
Yeah, drink it, Max.
All right, hold on. I've had it before straight. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, what?
Whew. Miss Max. Ooh, that does feel good. Feel nice and warm. Maybe I need some more.
Yeah, maybe
I like bourbon straight. You know.
Maybe you do. Maybe you should have more.
I'll have a little more. That might help me get to sleep. I just need.
Chug it.
I'm not gonna. What are you saying? Chug it.
Come on.
No, don't be. I have to wake up. Whoa! You spilled it on me. All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Chug
No.
Chug it.
No.
Chug it.
That is enough.
Chug it. Chug
I
it.
still have to take my, my medicine for my head, so I'm straight.
Chug it. You shouldn't. I mean, well, you probably shouldn't.
I'm not chugging at all. I'm taking sips.
You probably.
Not that I can't take it. That I'm just relaxed. It is kind of relaxing.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I get that. I would.
Voltaire says he thinks I unfairly shit on Den and Nerds.
No. You can't unfairly poo-poo on Josh. Josh is not what you would call a great guy. Josh uses people. He uses a book called The 48 Laws of Power, or 48 Rules of Power. I think it's 48 Laws of Power. He'll use you until you're no longer usable, or needed, and then he'll dip you out, because that's what he does. That's the thing about Josh. You got to remember is that's who he is.
Oh yeah, and now that you know that he's actually making an indie comic, I think he wants to get in tighter with that crowd that supports that.
He's making an indie.
Yes. Young Rip. He is such a bandwagoner. Oh my God.
Well, again,
if it's good. But let's be honest. Can we have an honest conversation? Are these people actually making their own comics, or just hiring comic skaters to produce their comic? And just like, I have an idea.
Well, to be fair, that's exactly what I would do. If it were what I would do, if it were me, is I would come up with a concept, and then I would do what I could to farm it out to an artist.
Yeah.
And get somebody else to handle the art side of it, because I'm not an artist at all, but I can write. And then from there, go through the process of trying to get the thing made. A lot of these guys are just like, they bite off more than they can chew, especially in the case of Ripa has done that. He's bitten off way more than he can chew. But I think he's also delaying things as a way to get more money.
I don't know if there's not a shipping update by the end of the month. I mean, I'll be fair. 1 or 2 months isn't that big of a deal, but he did kind of preface the selling of it that it's ready. It's like on the starting line, just like in television, and Tommy Talarico did. I know it's Talarico. I just say it because of my intro. We're on the starting line. We just need that little push. He kind of did that same thing, and they did doctored thumbnails. Again, the brushing it off that it's not a big thing, but if it goes to the end of the month and then October, you know, and there's still no updates on shipping, that's kind of bullshit. Because it wasn't pitched as a pre-order. It's like we have a warehouse, we're ready to go, when it wasn't really his warehouse on one of the images. So, you know, honestly, PayPal should have held on to the funds until he shipped it. Remember, he had that big thing. They're holding it because they want you to ship it before they release the funds.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think in some aspect, what they're attempting to do is, even some aspects they may not even. We don't know how much he's made. We don't know how much he has done at all, because there's really no way to know. You know, he holds all the cards. He holds all the funds. Everything goes through privately through his website. So we have no idea. There's no accountability there whatsoever.
Yeah.
And that is an issue. And it's not to say that like
Tony will keep him accountable.
Well, Tony will try, and good on Tony for trying, I think. But you know, you can only go so far when you do not have when you simply just don't have the access to the information, you know? And that is one of the issues that happens with a lot of these people, is that they don't have, you know, like, you want to hold them to account, absolutely, but if you don't have the ability to do it, it becomes a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm. Have you noticed the phenomenon? You know how the antis say, "Oh, the most cringe thing is male feminists." What's the female equivalent? What do you call them? Because I've definitely seen this. I mean, but some have said the pick me girls. The pick me girls. Have you heard that?
Which one?
Pick me girls.
I've not heard of the term pick me girls. I know like reply girls. That was a thing.
Like going overboard, trying to defend men that have bad behavior. Have you heard of this girl? I was watching.
You mean like Mecha Random does that? Who's this? Oh, Melanie Mac. Yeah, she went really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Melanie Mac she went full on. Like, look, she's like, the show is failing. It's not failing. It's doing quite well.
Are mad at men as usual. Like, it's like I can't stand the cringe as defending men. So, you know, just like what happens on the other side with feminism. Like, yeah. I'm for feminism, but I don't go overboard.
Well, the problem though, the problem with this brand of whatever the hell it is, it has a lot to do with, again, it's just like, let's pick an easy target. And let's just, because this is what it was like when I was doing the anti-SJW content. It was like, find whatever it is people are mad at, and then amplify that as much as you can. Or if you can't find what they're mad at, then make them mad about something. Mm-hmm. And that's how a lot of it works, dude. It's like, what I would do, and this is 100% true, what I would do when I was way into it was I would wake up in the morning and I would check out like the different websites. I'd check out College Reformed or campusreform.com. I would check out a website called Heat Street, which covered a lot of the culture war, calling out SJWs and whatever, and other right-wing blogs like Breitbart. And I would do that as a way to get the articles that are going around that day that have that outrage. You know, feminists said this one thing, person of color had this opinion. And then it's like, oh, you know, and then you just kind of make it this bigger deal than it is. All things considered, who cares what Kari from Mythbusters has to say? You know, on her Facebook page about like it's about her experience. It doesn't impact your life. It doesn't do anything. It's on her personal Facebook. Try not to swear because my kid's here, but it's like, it's on her personal Facebook. So it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't do anything. You know, it's like, it's just someone's opinion, but everyone just wants to take it and run with it and attack it because that's the only way that they can, I think, feel some form of like validation in their life, especially people on the right. There's no identity on the right. There's really not. There's not an identity. They get mad about identity politics, but the reason why is because they don't have an identity. They require other people to fill in that gap. These are deeply emotionally and mentally abused like kids is the best way to look at them. I mean, look at everything that like, you know, Jeremy does. his entire approach to it is shit on it, shit on it, shit on it, until the general consensus is that it's good, right? So look at The Boys, for example. In season 2 of The Boys, there was that one cold open where they had the one guy radicalized, and he ended up killing the store clerk by thinking that guy was a terrorist. And they got real mad at that because they were the target of the satire. They were the ones that they were satiring because they know about the radicalization through rampant online repetition of nonsense. And then they attacked The Boys, but it didn't stick because The Boys is legitimately good and people legitimately like it.
Mm-hmm.
So then, even though season 3 of The Boys has ramped up a lot of that kind of rhetoric, look at did you watch The Boys?
Oh yeah, I love The Boys.
All right, well,
I like the storylines with the mother's milk's daughter's stepdad.
Yeah. So that guy, by the way, is a standard Nerdrotic fan.
Yes.
That guy. And so it's so funny is people Snyder fans have tried to say like, I'm that guy or whatever. Cause like I criticize them. I'm like,
yeah,
no, you guys don't understand. Like you have missed the point of the meme. That guy is part of a cult. I am not part of a cult. There's a difference here. But that particular guy, he is the embodiment of those particular characters, of these people, of the average Doomcock fan or Nerdrotic fan or EVS fan, the people that live and breathe this toxicity, that do not ever see anything else. Like that's the whole point at the end of the season when Homelander kills that guy and they're all like, yeah, because that is deep down what these people want, is to watch their enemies be destroyed, physically be destroyed, and have there be no consequences. That is why it was a very large meta commentary on January 6th. And there's a lot there that I think people need to like realize is how bad that day was. And that was still dealing with that. Well, but remember, like, EVS was on and EVS is like, it was a stroll through the Capitol. Like nothing happened. And I'm like, it's not my stream. I'm trying not to be a dick about it or nothing, but it's like, that is a blatant lie. That is a blatant obfuscation of the truth. That is not what happened. We have all the evidence in the world to showcase that's not what happened. But when you have people like him and like the standard Geeks and Gamers crew or people like that, that is how they have to live. That is the truth they live in, because they know that if they actually owned up to what they were attempting to say, it would crumble them. But that's why they never actually walk anything back unless it's safe to do so.
Yeah, play with your Wii, my other channel. I don't know who this is, RJ Saggy or
I don't know.
But the vodka's helping. I'll have to admit that. Just straight vodka.
Yeah, yeah. One time I got drunk on straight vodka and I ate an entire Papa John's pizza. I recommend not doing that when you're 15. My parents went out of town for the night and they left me home alone, and they're like, "Are you going to order a pizza?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm going to get me a Papa John's because I like Papa John's. I think it's good pizza."
Well, I don't chug it either because I don't drink much, so I'm sipping it. It's giving me a nice warm feeling.
How can you sip vodka without being at least some cranberry juice in that or some tonic?
What are you talking about?
Are you sipping it? Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Really?
Oh, I can't. Like, dude, vodka. I love vodka tonics. And everything. I do love those drinks quite a bit.
I've done it before. I don't know why my wife was like, ooh.
I don't know. Like, I mean, like I'm drinking a LaCroix, it's a Kirkland sparkling water lime, which I actually like the taste of.
Hello. What's up?
Hey, I just couldn't sleep. The vodka's helping.
1 in the morning?
Yeah, I canceled all my streams and we were supposed to play Mario Kart and Mario Party today. And Rhea was going to set it up, but I just...
Just one of those days, yeah.
Cleaned up and I'm just like antsy. I gotta deal with stuff in the morning. I think you heard my father definitely has COVID. My mother probably has COVID. He's also not acting right, and that's what's so frustrating, and that's why my mother is like devastated. He's acting very strange.
Mm-hmm. No, I got you.
He's acting like he's also going to kidney failure too. He's supposed to start dialysis soon, so. It's not a good time for him to get this. Not a good time ever because they're both high risk, but.
Oh, yeah, no, I get that.
And then she's like, if I have it, you can't come over. I'm like, I'm coming over. I got my, someone's got to take care of you unless you're admitted in a hospital. like no one else could come over. My sister can't because she's sick, and then she's dealing with her kids, who also one of them has it. So it's like going all over the place in my family right now.
Yeah, I understand.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Corona with Pepsi. But yeah, we were just talking about
what? Corona with Pepsi? Shiny, no.
Yeah, that sounds gross. I'm sorry.
I mean, I like Corona quite a bit, but even, dude, come on, man.
I subbed to the Tiger King's channel way back in the day when Tiger King, and for some reason I got a notification, and there's just this weird minute video where he puts a Coke and then drains the pickle juice from a pickle jar and puts that in with Coke and drinks it.
Well, so pickle juice has
what is that?
Pickle juice has a lot of electrolytes in it.
Okay.
So like, I mean, I drink pickle juice if I can. Like, at the end of the bottle of the jar of pickles, it's just I'll take a swig.
Yeah. My dad,
my dad
used to do that.
It's so good.
Sounds
you guys are cray cray. All right, y'all just cray cray.
What I miss? What are you guys talking about?
Random shit.
Yeah, just talking about random stuff here.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you this though. What I loved today was the salt that came from people's tears. In regards to the vodka stream last night.
Oh yeah, what was up? Okay, so like we watched that last night. I'm like, oh okay, like there's no controversy, no issues gonna come from this. Then I wake up and apparently they're calling Dave Pena like a pedo lover or something.
Well, yeah, what it is with that, essentially, and it's all okay. Madison,
I missed a lot of it. We didn't see all of it. You know, we watched it. So
yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
But they were going at
it's gotten to the point where Film Gob's had enough too. Of the complaining about Dave Pena, and he's like, "Come on, did you see that video he made?" Matt?
No, did he put out one today?
No, he made it like a week ago. Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh, it's funny. If you combine that with the reaction today, it's hilarious.
I know he out John Campia again, which is
no. You will get a laugh at this because I know we're not huge fans of Film Gum ourselves, but. He did good work here.
I just don't know much about Film God. I really have an impression of him.
He criticizes everyone.
He's Scottish and annoying. Just that's all you really need to know.
He's typical Scot. Okay.
He's very soft spoken, but he's super annoying. He's just but his editing skills are pretty good.
Oh, did he delete it? Oh no. Here it is. It was a month ago. This is really funny if you haven't seen it. I can't believe you didn't see this. I thought I sent it to you.
Maybe you did. I don't watch everything people send me. I get sent a lot. I get sent a lot of stuff. It might also,
but it's aged very good because of the reaction today after last night.
Okay.
And I like the people in this video, but Film Gob got you. He really did. Snyderverse drama is a trip.
Fiona. TPZ at Exiles. Ronaldo, Fiona disappears for years. Fiona, Ronaldo, TPZ, and the Exiles.
Hey, I've seen this one. Brand new.
No, it's not.
It's a rerun. You'll find out.
Now this is the biggest culprit in there. They all love this dude. I just don't get it. He's the one that came up with the Zach Crack t-shirts. Please drop the Snyderverse fandom drama, which you said yourself was a waste of time. Learn SEO so you can target the relevant audience for your New World Order conspiracy videos, which I actually enjoy listening to. I doubt very much you could save America with endless videos about Fiona, Ronaldo, TPZ, etc. China don't give an F. Peace. P.S. Who were the other two Warner Brothers people you said were in the chat room? I don't know what that's about, but wait till you see this. It's a compilation.
They was all my homies, dog. They was Fiona, TPZ.
Fatal J's there.
TPZ at Exiles. Ronaldo, Fiona.
Broken records.
Every other sentence.
In the Exiles, I don't have no beef with the Exiles.
What the hell?
Who are the Exiles?
I have no idea.
America. fuck Trump, fuck Americans. They're just blah blah blah. You know, America. Ain't
I
shit.
think he's suggesting that he was ousted because he's a supporter.
Well, because they believe in like the anti-America agenda from China and overseas. So
Who does?
Mr. West Ashley, I believe. They
He
believe
thinks-
there's like an anti-America conspiracy in the world, and that Zach was a part of the movement to be pro-America. I think. I'm pretty sure. That's what it says.
I don't even know.
Yo, what?
Basically, like that China's trying to like corrupt media across the globe, and like Zach was a part of the agenda in Hollywood that was trying to counteract that by being pro-individualism and all that.
What?
Yeah, if you really want to get wacky with this is the dude that's at the center. They all front for this dude. I don't know why they all they
Well, that's he said that's his interpretation of Zach's work, that he believes that Zach is very pro-America or whatever.
I mean, dude, the guy's a libertarian, man. You know, like look at Anne Rind. That like he read Atlas Shrugged and was like, "Yeah, this is pretty good." And I'm talking about Zach. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the whole point. Is just that's a lot of. Oh my gosh! Oh my!
But this is the guy centered around all the drama that just won't stop. Every time he doesn't do anything, but every time they bring up the old days, this guy pops up and they all front for him. I mean, this is where me and some of my friends were like, I made a video about him, like going after him, and people flipped out. People flipped out. But Vilkov did a good job.
Guy, so.
Yeah, just like that one. Not the truth, not channel. I'm not saying the whole channel name.
Oh yeah,
like how can you still thumbs up that dude's video after how bad he is?
Here's the thing: nobody in the Snyder fandom likes the fake truth guy anymore. Nobody likes him anymore. Literally, all the Sills audience hates him. All the OGs don't like him. He's out on an island by himself. Nobody rocks with that.
Yeah, but everyone thumbs up his content.
I don't know. I think he hit the algorithm, man. I don't know what it is. I don't get it either. But nobody in the community likes that guy.
All right.
Blah blah blah. When they put out all of this shit in our movement, blah blah blah, we fight each other nonstop. China or whatever the fuck teach propaganda through Hollywood. The New World Order, the warehouse scene. Batman was beating up all Chinese people. Bring it to our movement. Our queen.
Pause it real quick.
Pause
it. So he said, I think it was like because he believes in the New World Order conspiracy theory that apparently they're trying to push the New World Order and change society. He said in BVS or whatever that Batman only beat up like Chinese people and like terrorists for a reason or something.
I mean, if Zach's hold on, if Zach's children are Asian, isn't that insinuating that Zach is a racist and beats his children? Is that what Mr. West Ashley is suggesting?
Maybe it implies that maybe like he was trying to like re-educate the children by like adopting
through violence.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
RJ knows more than I do. I'm like, what the hell? I don't know.
I mean, like that's
I only know deep. Because I just pay attention too much. This is why I like.
This is why you retired. This is why you retired. You pay attention too much.
I paid attention.
You kidding me? Do you know? One of the things I watched tonight was I watched like a 40-minute review of two guys talking about the 1970s invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Mm.
And the quality was not as good as you would expect from other people out there, but I still had a blast listening to them talk about it. And I'm like, that's the content. It should be that shit.
Not China, New World Order.
You know what?
I mean, I love a good conspiracy theory. Don't get me wrong. But
you know what? Alcohol and craziness and fandom helps. I'm in a good mood now. I think I could get to sleep shortly. This is rewatching this video is great. Okay, you gotta see this whole video.
It goes on though. It goes on.
I'm just one of my friends is in this video, and Matt's response is not gonna be. It's okay. I'm not gonna censor you though, but you're gonna be ready.
All right.
Chinese, right? Does China have the ability to make deep fakes on DCCon or whatever and look like Fiona? It's obvious. Fiona is China. It's obvious what that is. So. Trump,
Fiona was a Chinese infiltrator.
Although Matt said something similar to that. Was that really Fiona?
Yeah,
Remember when
like
he was-
No.
apparently now they're pushing that Fiona may have actually been like a Chinese infiltrator to the fandom for trying to infiltrate
Well-
into America or something.
Well, hold on. What I was trying to say with that is, is there's been the rumor that Vinaldo guy created Fiona, and then they used like whoever the person was.
They found somebody to be
Like they found
basically
someone
the
to be
front.
her, and that's who Zach talked to at the DC fandom. Like that was the woman, because then after the movie came out, like she went silent. She never reviewed the movie.
But I heard she wasn't medically. She wasn't doing good. I don't know.
No, but it's
Well,
like,
well, also
but
because
she
was
fought
in
for
China,
years.
She didn't have Twitter or something too. Like they were
No, but
restricting
she
her access.
no. Come on. She was up right up until the movie came out. She was active, and then she just stopped tweeting. Didn't even like give what her thoughts on the movie. Where there was a rumor at the time that she hated the movie and didn't want to say it. And I'm just like, if that is true, for one, please inject that into my veins, just right into my heart, just because that to me is one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my entire life. You spent 4 years campaigning for this thing only
And
to
you
hate
absolutely
it.
hate it. Yeah.
Like that is, I feel bad, but at the same time, it's so funny. It's like pure humor, pure irony. And, but again, she hasn't done anything. She's been gone. And so that's why that's why there has been that rumor. And then I think that's also been kind of put out there by, who's the one guy, DC Future Films, whatever his name is.
DCEU Future Warriors for
Yeah.
life.
Andre Santino, right? Santino or
Cedino.
Yeah, that guy.
pedophile.
Yeah, that guy who like just runs. Dude, you know he's got a TikTok, right? Where he like just he runs his mouth over there too.
TikTok now,
He's got a TikTok. Yeah,
Everyone's got a TikTok nowadays.
I mean, hey man,
People said my mic's actually good without my mask on, and
it sounds better. It sounds a lot
it's-
better without your mask on. Yeah, I think it's
decent tonight. Yeah.
I think it's
Oh,
in
wow.
part it's because coming through the mask. It's
I
it
got
might have
some
issues.
unsubs because I put Trump in the picture. Oh, great.
Oh no! Oh darn it! Oh.
Oh my god, so heartbreaking.
All right, you got to see the rest of this.
3, you can't talk to Trump. Zack Snyder won't let you talking to Trump. China virus, right? China fucked up our country during the Snyder Cut movement.
What?
Why
What the hell?
Oh no, Matt's found the new gold mine.
Matt, I told you to watch that stream. Yeah, I told you to watch that stream weeks ago because it was just one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Matt, I'm not giving you,
What?
I'm not pushing you in any direction, but if you did a video on this, all his simps are going to come out of the woodworks to defend this dude. I don't know why they love him so much. I can't stand the dude.
Well, because he's one of the for one, he's one of the OGs. Remember,
Yeah.
so right. So okay, two
I mean,
things.
I don't hate him personally. I'm just
No,
like, why do
so based on what I've been paying attention to, okay, before I dipped out of all this because we're getting too much. He's one of the OGs, right? Which he was one of the original people at the start of it. But now there's a movement called the faux Gs, where it's where it's Skywalker, it's the new geeks, and all the people at the cool table.
Well, the cool table didn't get Zach.
They're
Zach
pushing,
didn't come up to the
pushing
cool table.
against these OGs who are manipulating the fandom to keep fighting because they don't want to fight anymore. They want to give new DC a chance, and new DC is Black Adam. So they're trying to give new DC a chance, but they don't like the OGs that keep pushing that all this is meaningless. That not without Zach, there's no point. I don't know. It's a whole thing. It probably doesn't make any sense, but that's the best I can explain it. I'm tired.
Hey, Devin.
Yo, what's up? How's everybody doing?
Weird. Although
it's
the
just a
vodka,
weird night.
the vodka
Weird.
helped a little bit. The vodka. I'm gonna get a little bit more because
Wait, why has it been a weird night?
Not in a bad way. It's just more so they are like just like just chilling, hanging out.
All right. I mean,
We're
there's
talking-
some sighs and groans mixed in there.
Well, I got family illness stuff going on. It's not doing good right now, and I can't get to sleep because I'm like antsy about the morning. I'm
Gotcha.
worried about my parents. But we're also having a good time. I drink a little bit of vodka. That's helping me get this. I feel like I could probably get to sleep in a little bit now, and I might get a little bit more, but I'm not going to go crazy. Don't worry.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but then we're laughing at this roast by Film Gob of the Snyder Cut people complain. You heard about them complaining that Zach appeared on the stream the other day.
I've seen it on Twitter a bit. Yes.
Well, these are the people that complain the most about that group getting access to Zach.
And
So
this video was like a month ago, but it kind of aged like fine wine.
And he's an extreme conspiracy theorist, this guy. But they love him. I don't know why they love him. I don't hate him personally. I just think I just can't. I think Zach Crack selling t-shirts is disrespectful. I always said that. I understand the sentiment. People are on Zach Crack. But you're selling t-shirts when the official Zack Snyder has real t-shirts that go towards suicide prevention. And I get that people are on, I get people that are on Zach Crack, but selling t-shirts.
I
think it's lame. That's my opinion.
I don't want to bring up old memories, but there's a certain corner and Signor who they sold t-shirts too, right? I mean, that's just kind of like the thing. It's just like focus on the actual movement itself and focus on the actual charity work being done versus trying to make a buck for yourself. I understand that if people take issue with that.
You might be. So let me get this straight. China released the COVID to stop the Snyderverse stuff. Am I hearing this right? I don't know.
Is that what this guy is saying?
I don't know.
Okay, so you missed it a little bit. So he brought up the fact. Okay, so based on what I remember, because I actually watched the stream.
I'll rewind it a little bit.
Yeah. So basically, what he said was basically something to the effect of, there's a bunch of fake people within the Snyder Cut fandom, the OGs as they call them, the guys who were there from the beginning, who purposely used social media algorithms and bots to manipulate the fandom into doing the bidding. But a lot of them, according to Mr. West Ashley, were people from overseas who are very un-American, who use the Snyder fandom to push anti-American agendas. So now they're reclaiming the fandom.
You put anti-American agendas? Like what Snyder initiative was anti-American?
Well, a lot of the people who are anti-Trump. So because there's an anti-Trump aspect to some of the people within the fandom, right? Because a lot of the OGs didn't like Trump.
What does that have to do with Snyder?
Nothing. This is just people within that little group fighting amongst each other because some of them liked Trump and some of them didn't, I guess.
Oh my god.
I think he thinks suggesting this is why he was ousted from the
like I said, I recommend it if you could stomach it, watch the whole stream.
Let's just call it the access table. The cool table is not the access table. They don't have access to Zach.
Well, I don't think the cool table
I don't have access to Zach.
I don't think the cool table, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't think
I would think if you call yourself the cool table, you might have access. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not on any
Well, they have access. They have access to Soul Nation. That's the access they want.
Well,
Soul Nation.
But what do they actually get with that?
They got to be part of the cool table.
But I mean, like, what does that mean?
It means they said the Cool Kids Club.
I mean,
they're in the future. They're the future. They're like 6 months to a year in the future. They know all the information a year out.
Okay. I mean, considering how that Joe Costello girl was going crazy today.
Really?
She was calling James Gunn a pedo and all that stuff.
Well, didn't she also call Dave Pena a pedo lover?
She said the same thing about me. She said the same thing about me.
She did. I remember that.
People have lost their minds.
Well, that person was always psychotic. I mean, we knew this like a year ago. It's just
all right. Let's finish this because it gets even better. It does.
New World Order, the warehouse scene. Batman was beating up all Chinese people. I'm gonna bring it to our movement. Our queen.
Wait, what? Wait a second. Okay, Batman was beating up all Chinese people. What the fuck is he talking about there?
I don't think he knows.
That was BVS. The warehouse scene where he was beating up the terrorists that were Chinese.
Okay.
So Zach apparently is one of the only filmmakers in Hollywood who's part of the pro-America agenda, apparently pushing back against the Chinese takeover of society.
So he saw a movie in which Batman beats the shit out of exclusively Chinese people for at least one scene.
Which isn't even true.
May not be true, but that's what he perceived it as, and he was like, "This is good."
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Chinese.
That's basically
Chinese, right? Does China have the ability to make deep fakes on DCCon or whatever and look like Fiona? It's obvious. Fiona is China. It's obvious what that is. So Trump, Elon Musk, and the Snyder Cut movement are the top 3.
What? He's bringing Elon Musk into this?
Yeah, that's where we're at. Yeah.
Okay,
Now, Phil,
can you keep playing it? I want to see where he goes with this.
Well, this is someone made a compilation video of this craziness.
Yeah,
I'm telling you what.
yeah.
This video is even better on vodka.
I'm about to pour myself a shot here.
Oh my God, I feel good now. I feel so good now.
You can't talk to Trump. Zack Snyder won't let you talking to Trump. China virus, right? China fucked up our country during the Snyder Cut movement. Why you think they didn't want me to talk to Trump? Ronaldo, a socialist.
Whoa, wait a second. Hold on. Wait, what was that collection of words? He said, China fucked up America during the Snyder Cut. Why do you think they don't want me to? Was there an edit there? I hope there was
There
an
might
edit
have been
there.
a slight edit there, but that's pretty much what he
Oh
said.
my God, I'm losing it, Devin. You're a great reactor. You should react more often.
Wait, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck this guy's line of thought is.
So, again,
I don't think there is one.
So this is him ranting because, again, he was pro-Trump, and people within the OGs.
That's why he was
didn't like
ousted.
Trump, and they didn't want them to support Trump publicly. Supposedly, that's the conspiracy. It's like he was a Trump supporter, and a lot of people in Snyder fandom weren't Trump supporters. They were pushing out people who were basically Republicans. That's the conspiracy. That's basically what supposedly happened many years ago during the early years of this movement, which caused all the divide.
I'm sorry, Trey Bone. I'm sorry. Oh wow. All right.
TPZ, who don't want me to talk to Trump, bruh, this battle is way bigger than they need to get out of my way because so in our movement, in our chat rooms, it was China the whole time, bruh. Go Deep episode 159 blew up the podcast, right? Blew up the whole.
Oh, this is great. This is great where Film God makes the cut. It blew up. Wait till you see how he shows the views.
Check this out. Blew up the whole movement.
2 years ago, 814.
The whole movement.
What?
He acts like his video is so impactful. It only has 814 views.
Dude, I have videos that have more views than that, and my videos get no views.
I don't know why he gets so much credibility either. Apparently, he was in on the conversations when they started advertising, on billboards for the Snyder Cut, and I respect that. But what the blew up? Well, you know what? He has a nice video with his children, where his children talk about the Snyder, and people like that. I think Zach liked that back in the day, and that's when Zach might have reached out to him back then. I don't know if he still talks to Zach. I doubt it, but Zach gave him props a long time ago.
If Zack Snyder still talked to these people, then they wouldn't get that bent up out of shape for him going on that other stream.
Yeah. So. And of course, if you have your kids and it was a nice video supporting Zach and what happened to him, that would be nice for Zach and thumbs it up. You might give him, hey, I love the video with your kids, but then he's lost his mind.
Like nerd queens. So nerd queens got projected to the top of our movement because they didn't speak like me. I don't want to talk to no people.
I know.
That might be true. That might be true. That might be actually accurate.
Yeah, I would pick anyone over, that doesn't talk like you. I'm sorry.
Well, this is where they play in the race card too, where it's like the two white women got access to Zach and became friends with him.
Matt, if someone talked like this, would you kind of avoid them? Is Matt still there? I don't know.
I think Matt is just so blown away by what he's listening to. He doesn't know how to react.
I think Matt's finally. This has made Matt Jarble speechless. Finally.
No, look. I'm talking to my kid, but
sorry.
this is crazy. And clearly, this gentleman is in need of help. I think he's in California, which would classify him as 5150. And we should probably contact whatever the adult version of CPS is right away.
All right.
That, bro. I only want to talk to people that's gonna elevate me. We fought each other because we kept getting the fear toxin up. We can't move forward because we're always arguing about dumb shit. What do we do?
Really?
We never move forward because
Right.
we're always arguing about dumb shit.
Wow, projection.
Because we're always arguing about dumb.
Even Film Gob's calling this guy out, Matt. That's significant. I can't believe you missed this. I was laughing my ass off a month ago. Now more than that.
Shit. TPZ is going at Fernando to get in his account.
Bye. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, wow. I thought there was another clip with one of my friends that kept saying the film junkie. I thought that was in there. Oh, well. Whew. I don't know where to go from here. I don't know.
I missed the ending of that, but man,
I think there is another clip, Max. If you look,
another video he made.
I'm pretty sure there's another video where that clip was there, if I remember correctly.
sorry, like just the level of obsession these guys have with everything relating to Zach. It's like, you know, it's hysterical. It's just he's a dude. He's just a guy.
He's another director. Like,
yeah, he makes
a
movies.
film director. It doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what? I think maybe the other part was cut out. Maybe Film Gob edited it because I remember someone else being in this video.
You know what? Maybe that is what happened. Maybe he did go back and edit it to cut that person out of the video.
Who was that person? Because that's what you wanted me to react to. Is that it?
It was Zod Rider ranting about Dave the Film Junkie.
Yes, like a bunch. I think he edited it.
I'm pretty sure it got edited out
because I watched it before and it had something else and it's not there.
Yeah, because I can attest that because I remember there was something about that too. Yeah.
H Bart's $2. Thank you, H Bart's. RJ, you're out of retirement already? No. He's living the retirement. That even makes it. I don't know what to do with that little bit of info, but I know for sure someone else was in that video and they're not anymore. And they might have complained about it. I'm not, I don't want to even I shouldn't have put that out there. I'm sorry.
So did anybody watch the stream or any parts of the stream where Snyder was talking to all those dudes last night?
I caught a little bit. I didn't watch the whole thing though. Now
I saw bits and
I'll be right
pieces,
back.
and it looked like it wasn't anything special. It was just
no, it was just them hanging out because he just was, they just
said it was their anniversary. They said happy anniversary. They did a little unboxing of like a Dark Side.
Yeah, because Scott McClellan got a Dark Side thing from Weta. It was like a really expensive thing or whatever. Literally, they're just there hanging out. That was it. And then people are upset because apparently Dave shouldn't have asked about James Gunn for some reason.
Why?
Because James Gunn is a pedo, I guess, and Zach shouldn't have to. They should be asking about Rebel Moon, even though they did. And I don't know, Devin. I can't.
Trying to edit the guy out. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Yes, it is past my bedtime, Isaac. I think I'll be able to get to sleep now. I've had some laughs. I needed this. I've had a good time here. Of course, the anti-SJWs are now turning on House of Dragon because one of the showrunners, Devin, said that Alicent would be a Trump supporter. I don't know the context of that. I don't know the context of why the showrunner said that.
Alicent would be a Trump supporter. I guess. She's been a kind of a.
Well, she's married to old white man.
Well, I mean, she definitely fits like the trad wife kind of role, which that demographic seems to have a fixation on. I don't see what else about her personality would make her a Trump supporter. But hey, if the writer or showrunner thinks that, then who am I to argue with it? Why would they be upset about that?
I don't know if we want to still react to Jeremy. I don't know. That time might be past. I was reacting alone.
I mean, I would have figured that he would have,
Yeah, why is he upset about this?
That's what I felt like. Like he probably, I would have assumed he would have been cool with that.
Well, he's saying it's an attack. Of course, everything's an attack. I'm gonna make a separate topic on this. That everything on the internet is an attack now, and I can't stand people say it's an attack. It's an attack. Listen, if it's an attack, you know it's an attack. You don't have to guess.
Yeah.
Attacks by saying she's a Trump supporter. You should be happy, Jeremy. I actually got some unsubs for doing this topic. I consistently say that Jeremy has TDS syndrome as well, Trump derangement syndrome, where he's just a man, Jeremy. He's not God Emperor. He's not Jesus reborn. He's just a man. Whether you like him or not, I'm not against anyone, whatever. I don't want to get into politics too much, but he's just a man. And people treat him like a god. Okay. Well, we'll see.
I mean, it's a common trait you see amongst, certain demographic of psychology where, they take a random person and deify them.
Yeah.
Be it a director or a president.
Oh, okay. Snyder
anyone
too.
else.
Okay. Fair enough. All right.
In terms of the discussion, in terms of everything we're seeing, generally positive across the board for House of the Dragon. So now we're bringing Orange Man back into it. So this character, Allison, would be a Trump supporter, says the showrunners.
That's not bad.
In the hell?
That's not inherently bad. Saying
right. He's just assuming.
Yeah. I mean, for starters, I don't want to spoil anything for House of the Dragon if anybody hadn't seen it yet, but like the turn that character makes is 1,000% understandable, considering the circumstances of everything that unfolds around her and, the child that she has and the future that she would like to secure for herself and her child and what her dad told her. Like, it makes 1,000% sense, the turn that character makes. Like,
right. Well, he admitted at the beginning that he started watching, but he lost interest in the series, which I find it hard that anyone could lose interest in this series. I like Rings of Power, but I understand where people don't want to give that the time because it's slow moving somewhat. But this show is just like stuff's happening all the time. Like, I find it hard to believe that you just lose interest. Me personally, I guess everything's subjective, but.
Well, he was posting like positive tweets and stuff,
right? Because he was doing it to attack Ring of Power. That's where the narrative has changed. Now we can't use it to attack something else because a showrunner compares a character to a Trump supporter. But maybe we don't know. Maybe we'll see this Sunday that Allison they paint her in a negative light because I don't know.
Is this even being discussed? Why? I have absolutely no understanding of why these weirdos have to do this. When I watch,
seen this man retweet Biden memes all the time, and you can make fun of Biden too. I don't care, but if you can,
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I would have to read the quote in context, but I mean, should they have made that comparison? I don't know. I can't really say. They probably made it for a reason, though. Maybe it's just because that's just an easy comparison for them to make. Does it happen a lot in the entertainment world? Yeah. I mean, yeah. But again, I mean, that's just kind of the way things are. Where, again, it's just more so there's a lot of liberals in Hollywood. Sorry. They're going to go for easy comparisons.
H Sports $5 says slow moving it's not bad. It's just people can't wait for stuff. I think people are not watching it in the right circumstances. I think that
I don't know. I'll be honest. Like, I'm just going to be honest. Like, this is just outside perspective looking in. I don't think Rings of Power has been like the slam dunk in terms of like, not like in terms of like the overall conversation. Like the first week it was big and then it's just kind of like petered out.
There are so many Tolkien fans out there in this world. You just don't know. We don't have all the info yet. We don't have all the info.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying in terms of an online conversation, I'm not seeing as anything quite like House of the Dragon.
Oh, it's having like online conversation for certain. Like everything I see is about like, I mean, it's like House of the Dragon. It's just like the only conversation that we see within our circles is all of this shit. It's either Galadriel is a this, or the writing is lame, or I don't like this, I don't like that. It's all of that kind of gets circulated around within our particular experience.
That's true. I mean, I can only speak for what I see. I'm just saying, based on what I see, like I see House of the Dragon talk way more than I see Rings of Power talk. But again,
I mean, like I said on TikTok, that's where Lord of the Rings is happening.
Here's the trick, though, Anthony Cheeseman. If it was really that bad, it wouldn't be. If it were so across the board a dumpster fire, it wouldn't make that much money to talk about it. Only when you're trying to convince others that something's bad and it's actually has an audience is it profitable. Because there's things that are just absolutely horrible that just people don't even talk about at all. So it's consistently profitable to say this is bad, this is dead, and it's a joke already. It's disingenuous, it's a joke because you're trying to convince others and there is an audience, and maybe just the audience isn't online. You know, the Tolkien fans are, you know, a lot of them are book readers. What are they going to watch? Stupid ass movie pundits that are ignorant and have horrible takes online. You know, people might be enjoying this offline, you know, or that have subscriptions to Amazon and are worldwide. It might be doing good. I
know a couple of people that are big fans of Rings of Power. We talked about they're both in my D&D group, and neither one of them are on Twitter.
Right, exactly.
Or any other sort of social media.
A lot of the audience, a lot of their target market are book readers that might not be so addicted to social media like these ignorant people that are not. Do you think book readers is a good market for Geeks and Gamers fans? I'm not. You know, I need to read more myself. I mean, but I'll honestly,
hey, Matt, if you want to put together a book club, I'm down.
Okay. Well, Hans wants to do an audiobook because he's been listening to the Lord of the Rings audiobook. And he's really enjoying that. But that's not exactly book club, but sort of. All right. H. Bart says, without Lord of the Rings, you get no House of Dragon. Yeah. Lots of things were inspired by Lord of the Rings. Lots of things. Star Wars, even somewhat.
Yeah, I mean, well, Joseph Campbell's hero's journey. I mean, the character of Obi-Wan is somewhat modeled after Gandalf.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to make blanket statements about the audience for Geeks and Gamers, but a lot of the anti-SJW is very reactionary, superficial, reading the book by its cover and not reading the actual book. I'm sorry. I'm just making an assumption there. I don't think there are a lot of deep lore book readers in the audience.
They have an agenda and they tailor their criticism to serve that agenda's ends.
And I tend to, in my opinion, I believe a lot of Tolkien fans are a lot of book readers. And that might not be why they don't care about this shit online. I think it's probably doing good. I'm going to assume that they're going to announce season 2 by the end of the season.
But Rings of
Power.
Dude, it's getting 5 seasons. That's it. They've already invested so much money.
Yeah, some type of update though. I think it's doing good. Is my guess. Without all the facts yet. But all right, let's see where he goes with this. He's upset because they call a character a Trump supporter and he doesn't know the context yet. I don't think either.
He's one of the boys. I liked it a lot. I thought it was really good. Then I started to hear all of the complaints about
he's talking about the boys finally. This
was
worth watching. This is worth watching. He finally addresses the boys, a show that's very well regarded and deals with some social commentary. He's finally addressing it, Matt. This is great.
Good. You have problems, whatever, and after season 3, I kept seeing discussions about it, and I was genuinely interested in the show because of Homelander, because I think Homelander is a fascinating character.
I wonder why. I wonder why he has such a fascination with Homelander.
Oh no, Jeremy! No, you fell into the trap.
Oh, that's gonna make a great clip. We gotta contact Actual Fandom on that one. He's been, Actual Fandom. I know me and Dane don't get along the best, but I still respect him. He could do something amazing with that clip. He's doing some edited content lately that I've been retweeting. That is gold right there. That is gold. I really like Homelander. then you do a flash of the mother's milk stepdad and put his face on it. Oh, Fandom NSLs. This is going up. This is going up already. Matt, are you busy working on something? I don't know.
What, right now?
I don't know. That's gold. That's gold. That is amazing. I can't
For
believe he
me-
addressed Homelander. I can't believe he addressed Homelander.
For me, it's the Homelander thing. Homelander is a really interesting character.
Yeah, he really appealed to
Like
me.
for
so
what
I
his
just got the
fascist
show.
There's
roots?
just
Like what are we
something
talking
about
about?
Homelander that really,
Yeah.
really hits home for me. I don't know.
drives me.
Yeah,
There's
I don't know.
something about the way that he steps, almost goose-like in his stride. Like I just really hits home.
Just really connected with me, you know.
Fandom Menace L's just lost their shit. Holy shit! Oh my
3.
god!
Now,
I
don't
hope
get me-
I hope Xander Hall and all the bread tubers get a hold of that.
Wrong. I totally see the messaging in the show, and it definitely leans heavily on one side. But there are pot shots that are taken on the other side as well. And while I don't think it's a perfect balance, it's enough to where it doesn't completely turn me off. And Homelander is just such a great character that it makes me interested.
Wait.
Nothing
So,
about the show.
I mean,
really
okay, wait. I don't know anything. I haven't really watched The Boys, so I can't really speak on Homelander as far as like, you know, the value that character brings to their particular society. But it's possible that Homelander can be a great character as a villain in the way that like Joffrey was a great character, or the way that Ramsay Bolton was a great character. You know, like so. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt in praising him as a character if that actor and the writing for that character portrays them in a compelling way for a villain.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give
Sure.
him the benefit of the
That's
doubt
a
for
fair
that.
assessment. I'll say that's a fair comment to make there. But Homelander is flat out a fascist.
Oh, for certain.
he's
I can tell that
Like,
much.
He's a horrible person.
I also
Alright,
just want to
but
say
then
this.
again, he's also-
I just
but he's
want to say this real quick. Yes, Lovecraft was a
more
racist.
I'm getting just a little more vodka, and I'll be right back.
Lovecraft was a racist, but at the end of his life, he actually there's a series of letters that he wrote to his friend where he openly admits that he is embarrassed of his previous racism. He goes back and says that like a lot of his racist writings were foolish. He hated his earlier self. He said he wanted to fight his earlier self, and he also became a very, very stringent critic of capitalism, and was a very strong socialist right before he died. So I forgive Lovecraft for a lot of his racism based on the turn that he made right before he died. I talk about it in a video I did a while ago when I played that Dagon game that's on Steam, but I had to make that point. Like he did eventually realize the error of his ways.
And that never really gets talked about in any capacity when
No,
people
not
actually
really,
like
no.
they always hold you back to this. I mean, like I've made my mistakes, obviously, but it's like
I got
people.
vodka.
Yeah, but it's people out there really want to make sure that that you're always kind of held to the past. I think the difference is though with a lot of people is like it's when you don't ever actually grow from a mistake. Like Jeremy is so deeply embedded with this stuff now that even if down the road he goes like, I don't know how I feel about this, because he's always kind of wavered a bit. Like he's not as hardcore as Neurotic or EVS or Ryan Kinnell, but he used to be a lot more hardcore. But he's also now intrinsically tied to them, and he'll never be away from them with this current capacity, because it would destroy him. It would literally destroy everything he's built if he decided to actually be an honest person. That's the sad thing.
God.
Yeah.
Get drunk
until it's inconvenient for him to be an honest person, and then he'll probably Glenn Beckett and like try to flip around and be like, hey,
oh yeah,
really
it's
like
never
Stormfront.
easy for him. Yeah.
Stormfront. Oh my, this is a good reaction.
Honestly, if they were smart, they should just drop all of this stuff and just focus on like travel and theme parks. That's what they should.
That doesn't make the money.
It does. What are you talking about? Theme park channels make a ton of money. What are you talking about?
Not his.
I thought Park Hopper was doing well.
They only do well when they bring on that guy that harassed AOC.
Oh, the Alex Stein guy?
Yeah, they love Alex.
I thought that Sports Wars and Park Hopper were like the most successful channels.
Sports Wars is.
Yeah, just focus on
because
sports
they still do the anti SJW thing just on sports.
Wait, what?
They just focus on sports.
Political. Political politics. Okay.
Stuff in sports,
Politics of sports athletes.
What a bunch of dipshits, man! Like, what exactly are you? What are they filling their airwaves with on that one? Like, are they against college players getting paid for college
think so,
athletics?
yes.
I would
think
have to
so.
imagine that would be one of their takes, which is
Well,
like,
they talk about LeBron James a lot too. So
oh, of course. So it's just an avenue for them to shit on like any athlete that like uses their platform to like promote a cause.
well, they're the epitome of shut up.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
dribble.
They love to
Okay.
put LeBron James crying in thumbnails. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
whatever.
all like I said, man. They fully believe the.
It's less
shut up
about
and dribble.
sports and just attacking people. It's still attacking people. It's not really about sports.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get the H parts here. Anyone watch episode 5 of Rings of Power and just smile while this thing was going? Oh, I love that. The
Yeah, we
Heartbreak
talked about
song was
that
so
last
beautiful,
night.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, H parts. You got to get a hold of us. We got to do the finale with you and Hans and Devin and Rhea and RJ. You're not watching Rings of Power or House of Dragon, huh?
No, because I'm catching up on Game of Thrones still.
Okay.
I'm slow. Sorry.
You could probably stop and watch
I
House of Dragon.
don't want to.
Hey, take your time. Take your time, RJ. Consume
Well,
this
you're
shit
retired.
to the
You're
pace
retired.
that you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you,
I
weren't
know.
retired,
I like the peer pressure my fans in the watch or friends in the watching something.
This is there's a lot. There's just too much going on.
Things that Max learned from Andy Signore.
Hey, hey. All right.
I will say this though, in terms of like something positive. Like the more I've like really sat on Andor, the more I've like really liked it. So
you sat
I mean,
on it?
When I'm saying this, like I liked it when I first saw it, but like sitting on it and thinking about it over the couple of days, I'm like, I really liked what this was doing.
Oh, it does things different. I love it. I love it. All right. Dahmer really got bad ratings. I wanted to watch it just because the actor playing Dahmer is Quicksilver and from Almost Famous, and I like that actor, and I wanted to see him challenge himself. You know, I like it when a young actor takes on a role and challenges themselves. But it got bad ratings. But I'm glad to hear that, Isaac. You know. All right, let's see what else he has to say. This is a good reaction so far.
Time. So I watched these 2 seasons, very much enjoyed them. So I liked seasons 1, 2, and 3. Now, I know that's not a very popular opinion, and that's fine. I'm not always going to have the most popular opinions, but I like the show. So then I called up Ryan Kennel, and I'm like, what is the problem with this show?
First
like,
mistake.
I see the points they're making. I see that they are clearly targeting Trump supporters in this instance, but I see that they're taking shots from here, there.
It's okay to attack
Biden. What
Biden.
the showrunner said.
I don't
like,
care. Attack all politicians.
Like,
I don't care.
What is wrong with these people? So that probably would have affected my viewing of the show at the current time as I was watching it if I had known of those comments, or maybe I just heard those comments and didn't remember it at the time because I had checked out on that show. The point being is that no one cares about your personal politics, showrunners. Nobody. You're not that
Yes,
important.
Gina, we don't care. You're not that important. You're not that great.
Wait. So the showrunner never said whether that was a good or bad thing.
Yes,
they might be like be saying Allison's like a Trump supporter, and that makes her a great person.
Well,
that could be their
I
thought.
don't think he's ever going to get to the context of the quote. I really doubt that. I doubt he might, but he's just reacting based on the title there, and you know.
So wait.
So what actually was the content of the quote?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know if he's going to get to
Max is research. We know this.
Well, no. I do want to research. No,
that is true.
I do. Hey, come on now. I do want to find out after his reaction, but I want to see if he actually gets to the quote from the showrunner first. But after that, and we'll research it, and then we'll end the show because I'm feeling good now. The vodka's kicking in. I think I can get to sleep.
All right. Well, let's continue.
That's the first sign of alcoholism, by
push
the
their
way.
bullshit into something, even when
I'm not an alcoholic. I only got drunk one time in my life, and it was at my bachelor party because my cousin.
No, you got pretty drunk on stream that one time.
No, that was just having. I had 2 drinks. Come on, RJ. I was just having fun. I was just being silly.
Oh, okay.
But the only time I was actually literally drunk, and I don't remember what happened, was my bachelor party when my cousin kept at the bar. He kept sending me shots my way, and I'm like, no, stop, and he kept doing it.
Loved by all the fans out there, the same fans that you guys are constantly trashing. You just gotta send some bullshit out there so that you can then play the victim. But let's talk about this a little more.
Oh, wait. He's getting to the
Alicent Hightower is a childhood friend to the Targaryens, and she is a woman for Trump, according to the showrunners. Now, they talk a little bit about her backstory and her father and how she was treated. And then she says she's totally isolated, acting like a dutiful wife to a man 3 decades older than her and insecure. She doesn't excuse her behavior towards Rhaenyra, but it does provide an explanation which is important to bear in mind in the context of the story. She's like a woman for Trump. Actress Olivia Cook said of the direction that showrunners told her or gave her in an interview with Entertainment Weekly. I just didn't want to give the Trumps any more mental real estate than they already had. You guys give them the real estate. You guys cannot stop talking about them. You're fucking talking about the Trumps right here in an interview in a show that takes place in the Game of Thrones universe. You're bringing Donald Trump into this.
Unless they actually have a cringe Trump reference in the show, I don't care. If they take can I say if you can't have some be influenced by real world stuff and you have to remove that, it can be generic. It could be overly what they're asking for is some like generic content. I'm sorry. Everything, there's inspiration from everything. I think things could be, of course people jump the shark on stuff and it can be cringe, but content can be better when it takes inspiration for, especially something that's called a Game of Thrones that's extremely political. It's a political show, You could take some inspiration, just unless there's an orange character with bad hair saying some, this was rigged. I mean, then that would be cringe, right?
Yeah, the Game of Thrones was rigged against me.
My throne, it was rigged. I deserve the throne. Unless that happened, now that would be fucking cringe, right?
Did anybody see the clip? It was on Twitter. I think I retweeted it, where he's in front of the audience and he's like going, "The N-word. Does anybody know what the N-word is? The N-word. No. Nuclear.
Yeah, that was really funny.
It is the best clip I've ever seen. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Now that would be cringe if they did something like that.
If somebody in Westeros was like, the N-word. Does anybody know what the N-word is?
MME is rigged. Yeah.
So this is obviously, it's like, when you are trying to bring out a performance in an actor for a character, you use inspirations that would be relatable to that actor to help them draw out like character motivations and all of that sort of stuff.
My dragons are the best dragons.
So like, it's not even so much that the Trump comparison is like a condemnation of this character. They obviously don't want the actress to feel condemnation towards the character that she's playing, because then they wouldn't get the right performance out of there. Alicent feels like she's making all the right decisions, right? Most characters feel like they're making the best decisions for themselves, even when they're fucking up. So if you want that actor to portray that kind of confidence, especially in the scenario that this character is going through right now, then having that comparison is not like the only reason why it would come off as like a negative critique is because you're really sensitive to that name and association being used in a negative kind of way.
Jeremy has TDS. Yes.
Yeah, it's not like a negative. It's like, okay, this is the frame of mind that, and she's probably had conversations with the actress about, politics in America and current events and blah, 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 to the point where they knew how to make an analogy that would allow her to tap into the kind of feelings and emotions and motivations that they want to get from her for that character. Like, you can't read stuff like this on a surface level without actually knowing, the circumstances around it. So I don't really, I understand, and given what he had just said in his little rant, like I get where he's coming from. I get where he's coming from. But I think it's kind of like
unless it's reflected in the art, I don't care.
It's
because everyone
it's
has
an overreaction
comments.
it's an overreaction to like a shallow news report on something that goes much deeper than what we're being told.
I mean, is that fair? Like, unless it reflects in the art, I don't care because most artists have, cringe comments.
Well, not even that. Like, here's the thing.
Wait, what the fuck is going on in the chat? What is this? What? What is happening here? What argument are you guys having?
I don't know.
I look away.
Oh,
it's like you're talking about
yeah,
LeBron
because
murdering someone.
LeBron kind of bends over backwards for China a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, like, he's done a lot of good things, but, like, he understands the business of the NBA being in China and how big business it is.
Well, look at the last person who spoke up against the NBA in China. What happened to them?
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like they're kind of screwed on that
You
front.
really can't do anything.
Well, we reached a 2-hour mark. We're almost done with this video, and my drink is. I got a buzz going, so I'm gonna watch this, react, end, and then get to bed because this is funny. Let's finish this here.
You are. And you want to say, hey, I'm going to bring Donald Trump into this, but I don't want to give Donald Trump any more real estate. Holy shit, man. Like, these people are demented. They are demented. So I tried to find a different route into her, but I could see what they were saying with this complete indoctrination and denial of her autonomy and rights. I just couldn't be asked to go down that road. Oh, just couldn't be asked to go down that road. It's so tough. Allison has been completely bred to breed and to breed powerful men. That's her only function in this life, added Cook. She can only see herself.
That's true.
I mean, they have episodes where they talk
she's
about
going
that.
to sway and nurture and persuade in a very womanly, feminine way. But that's all fucking bullshit. Unless you're fighting the men, you'll never be heard. It's a learning to live without this straitjacket of oppression. How do I move inch by inch every single day to loosen the straps? Oh my goodness. I guess that's it. That is just amazing. That is truly amazing to witness these people continue to melt down over Donald J.
Who's
Trump.
melting?
I don't think anybody was melting down.
You were melting down again. Projection. I'm laughing my ass off. Like I don't care. I don't love politicians either side. I don't care. I don't devote my life to them. I don't kiss their ass. Ultimately, both sides are not great either. But he's the one melting down for sure. And it's not like they had a Trump-like character in the show. It's just anytime you're gonna most times you interview these creatives, they're gonna they might say steer in the politics.
But look at the type of questions that they're asked and how the questions are framed.
Oh yeah. The article writers do interviews and purposely do this because they know it gets the most clicks.
Yeah, they ask those questions and then the actors are there for promotion. And then the actors will be like, well, I guess it's kind of like this. And then they'll leave it at that. But that's the whole point, is that it's just they get mad at these. It's so stupid. It has no bearing on the damn show.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he's just generating content. And that's what a lot of this is. It's just when, he likes rings, or not rings, but he likes the dragon, but like, he feels like he has to turn on it because, that's just kind of the way that the money is for.
I don't think he's just. I mean, after talking with
making content,
Nick with Echo Base, my friend, that I honestly think he's offended by this. I think he's carrying out about it. I think he really is annoyed by this, and it has nothing to do with the show.
Well, I mean that it makes sense to the degree that earlier in this video he relates to Homelander, so he can understand that. But
I love Homelander. I love Homelander. I'm going to use that as a clip.
Does he drink breast milk? Is that what's going on?
Maybe.
Of the United States. He's not even in office anymore, but you can't stop talking
Neither
about
can you. Like the Biden was barely in, and everyone's like 2024.
Well, of course.
Then while you're talking about him, you say you don't want to keep talking about him and give him any more real estate in your head. Holy shit.
No, it is obnoxious that like news outlets can't stop talking about me because I'll be honest, he generates clicks.
But the thing with Trump though is that he's still actively campaigning as if he's going to run for president. So
because it is money coming in.
Yeah, there's money coming in, but he's also got a multitude of legal problems right now that are hysterical.
And all the small print for all his fundraising says he can do whatever he wants with that money.
And let's be real, he's entertaining.
Yes,
he's entertaining. You know,
I listen. I'm not a fan, but I can't. I admit I watch Trump content.
Like
it's like a reality show.
He tells jokes that makes me laugh, and I'm like, God damn it, you son of a bitch! That's actually funny. That's actually funny. You know, and like he's an entertaining person. What can I say? You know, intentionally or otherwise.
Oh, this next 2024, the election is going to be insane.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't even think about it.
It's going to be a disaster of epic proportions.
Yes. Did you hear that? What's his name from California wants to run now?
Gavin
Newsom.
Newsom?
Yes.
Gross. Yeah, he's not going to get fucking anywhere.
No. He said I'll only run this time. He's definitely running in 2028 if Biden doesn't. That's what he said.
So I keep hearing apparently Biden's going to go up against Ron DeSantis.
Oh my God.
That's the rumor.
Oh my God. Can we get Matt Jarbo back on the ballot?
In Cali, I mean, like, sure.
Run for president.
Run for president. I mean, I am over the age of 35. That is.
Well, Matt, do you think it's actually be Ron DeSantis in 2024?
Yeah.
So here, okay. So, I mean, I don't know what's anything.
I'm not happy with any choice.
But my take on it would probably be DeSantis has been, making enough. Like, DeSantis isn't well enough known right now to really kind of like mount a proper offensive against Trump. So I think 2024 will go to whomever.
Trump v. DeSantis is already happening. Like that's already.
It's what I mean, but yes. Well, I shouldn't. It's not necessarily even Trump v. DeSantis. It's really just Trump is taking all the oxygen out of the room, so it doesn't get to that point. He's trying to head it off at the pass.
Not to turn this into a political discussion, but
the Martha's Vineyard thing is
and like the Trump people are in the media attacking DeSantis over it. Like there's no reason for them to do that if they didn't think he wasn't a threat to them. So like the battle is on.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's like a preemptive strike. You know what I mean? I think it's like heading him off at the pass sort of thing, because Trump wants to have all that attention on him. But we have 2 years. So if they get him on anything with those documents, which is looking now more and more likely, because everything going on with the special master.
I don't know if anything's going to come of it or not.
Dude, the special master that Trump pushed for at this point is basically telling them put up or shut up.
Yeah.
Like sign a document, a legal document stating that the FBI planted evidence and show us.
I don't know how anyone could stand. Listen, I don't want to, I don't want to get into criticizing Trump and get political, but I don't know how anyone could stand by. I just thought it and it was declassified. I'm like, oh my God. Just by thinking it in my mind, it happened. I'm like, what?
That's the thing. Yeah, that right there is incriminating.
Yes.
It's incriminating. It's very incriminating.
His lawyers must be like, oh shit.
Very incriminating.
Yes.
Very incriminating.
His lawyers be like, oh man.
Yeah.
I thought it and it was so.
There's no telling how all of that's going to unfold. So I mean, this is, I know it's an overused word. It has been for the past 5 or 6 years, but I mean, it really is unprecedented.
The stream is declassified.
So, yeah.
Everything here is declassified. You're all declassified. Okay, let's end this because I'm feeling sleepy.
Does this change anything about House of the Dragon? Well, it doesn't for me because I wasn't interested in the show anyway. But will it change for other people? I'm sure this will have some small effect on people, but ultimately I think the people that are watching the show and enjoying the show will continue to judge the show for what it is, and I would recommend that. But people like
not
this
unless the king says, Allison, what did you do, and throws a Whopper at the wall or something. Big Mac. F Mac 8s. Okay. The H parts. We're losing. Thank you, H parts. Okay.
Continue to ruin any entertainment
He's a
properties
Twitch
that are
streamer
out
now, by
there.
the
They
way.
cannot stay out of their own way. They cannot
That's
stop with their
frightening.
personal politics. The showrunners can't stop with their personal politics. And this is the world we live in. Orange Man Bad lives in their heads. There is a serious problem in this country, and that serious problem is TDS.
Yes, and you have it.
People in
You
Hollywood
have it.
widely have
You
this
have it
problem.
too. It's-
And there's no
people
cure
on
for
both
it
sides have it.
whatsoever. Once you have TDS, you're pretty much gone.
Yes,
you cannot
exactly.
cure
I agree
from
that.
TDS. And actresses like this and showrunners like
The
this
actress didn't say anything. What do you mean the actress? The showrunner, the actress didn't say anything. Don't put it on her.
have TDS. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.
All right, thanks a lot. All right, thank you, everyone. I got to end it while I'm sleepy because I do have to get up in the morning. But thank you, RJ, Devin, and Matt, and we'll see you. We'll see you later. I had a lot of fun. I'm relaxed. I'm gonna get good rest now. Bye, everyone.
Well, bye. Take it easy.
Good. See ya.